myself draw again and talk about it. And you might watch, or you might not. I don't really know what you're going to do. As you can see, I had a really great technique here. I had already did a little bit of a warm-up video, and I tried to go to the cafe that I went to before. Really great technique. I tried to go to the cafe that I went to before, and that did not work. It was filled up to capacity. But I got a coffee, and then I walked to a local park and sat down on the grass and tried to draw while simultaneously filming. And this is the results. So I had a little bit of practice at first. Did not like what I was doing. It's just a little tree. And you know, I said, never mind. That's part of why I was so just sort of scribbling loosely and not really attempting to do anything too good. I was kind of like, screw it. Let me try and do something not good at all. Actually, not try. Let me go ahead and do something without the expectation of it being good. And sometimes that works. And I think that actually worked here. And you'll see what it ends up becoming. So I just started with a Sharpie and then 2 highlighters. Like I've said before, I actually kind of like to work with, when I'm just drawing in a sketchbook, just make something with as little like nice materials. Like, I made the mistake a long time ago of purchasing expensive paint and not just the cheapest stuff you can buy. What I realized was that I really have to work cheap. I don't have the money to just go buy expensive art supplies. So what happens if I do take what money I have and buy expensive art supplies? I end up never using them, or when I try to use them, I'll take a little dab and I'll try to use that and try to make it last as long as possible, and that doesn't work. I brought my happy flower cup instead of, and I've got some good Lipton green tea, Lipton green tea. It's not the best green tea, but it's what I got. I like loose leaf stuff, but I never brew loose leaf at home because I'm lazy and I don't know how. I don't think it'd be very difficult to figure out how, but as you can see, the figure does not look that beautiful. Ends up not being too beautiful. I actually went with the dazed zombie look. I think very often I end up wanting all of my faces to be beautiful. So sometimes I try to go intentionally ugly, just because there's a lot more character in ugly than beautiful. I once saw like a Disney, they kind of made fun of how similar all the Disney princesses' faces looked. And it's because, Disney knows what looks nice, and beauty does not equal character. Character does not equal beauty. And sometimes you can have a beautiful character and whatever, but you get what I'm saying. So, in the original face or head looking object, I kind of tried to find a better head inside. I knew the pencil wouldn't show up very well, but yeah, I like working with pencil so much more than ink. And I tried to use the pencil quickly and then move on to something else. I also didn't realize how much of the video was going to be just the grass. This is just taken on my phone, of course. And actually right now, I actually have a GoPro, but I stopped using it to make these videos because it was just too much. Just wasn't working out. So instead, I just keep filming on my phone because it's just so much easier and it gives me much more feedback and everything. But the problem, of course, is when I'm trying to film outside or in a cafe, which is outside, it's very hard to, I basically hold the phone up the entire time and draw. So it's a very uncomfortable. You try to film what you're filming while you understand what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. I guess when I edit these together, I can crop the video, so maybe you won't see the grass, or not as much of it as it's in the video right now. Slurping sounds. Swallowing sounds. I don't know if you can see, but I made some drool coming out of the side of her mouth. I felt like that's a key aspect of the character. I just wanted to point that out. And I don't know what I guess it's not tears coming out of her eyes. It's just a weird thing to draw that I like to draw on people now. And this is one thing. The pen that I'm using, it's really, really, really thin. I didn't have anything in between a huge jumbo Sharpie and this little tiny, it's like drawing with a needle pen. So I had to go over everything like a dozen times to get it to really show up. So this was also the result of me just not knowing what I wanted to draw. I was like, I'll draw a head, but let me go ahead and try to just draw something really quick and then work with it until it becomes something. I thought it'd be like a fun experiment. That's what you gotta do if you got a sketchbook. You gotta do some fun experiments. Hey, I should have said this sooner. You can like and subscribe to the channel. You don't have to. You can comment, you can tell me how great I am. You can do that. You can tell me that I'm a loser. I'm cool with that too. Every once in a while I would have to put down that jumbo Sharpie because I get carried away. It's like if I don't be careful, the whole thing will just be black. I actually was a little bit like annoyed with myself that I ended up drawing something that essentially looks like a zombie. And it's like, it's after Halloween, what am I thinking? Not allowed to do that. This is the Halloween zombies. They're invading Turkey Day. Got the paint pen out. Scribble, scrabble. And it's not showing up super great. It showed up really well in the actual in person. But the camera's not picking it up very well. But that's okay. That's all right. No birds today. I'm sorry. You know, if I was at the cafe, they always have little birds. No friends. At one point, there were two girls sitting to my right, and this woman came with a dog and asked the girls if she could take their picture, their photograph, because she had like a college course that she was doing, and so she needed to take photos of random people. And I got really worried. I was like, oh no, I don't want her to take my picture. I hope she's just gonna stay with those girls. I think there's a possibility you might hear it in the background. I don't know. But I eventually I left. I packed up my stuff and went. I was like, I don't even want to have the anxiety of thinking about this anymore. My blue zombie woman kind of looks like a bit of a punk. She's a old school punk zombie. of weird to watch yourself draw and see your hand moving all over the place. It's like, I know I'm thinking, like, what do I do? What do I do next? Where should I go next? What needs my attention? I really needed a thicker pen, but you work with what you got. Those little hearts. Scribble, 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 scribble. I think that was a good idea, getting the yellow pen. That way if it just had yellow in the background, you kind of needed it to flow more. Get all that, get that flow, get that yellow flow. And then I do the same. I do the same with the pink and get the flow outside of the head, so it's a little bit more balanced with my chosen 3-color schema. Yellow, pink, and blue seems to be my color scheme right now. I do that with a lot of stuff. Do I put more? Do I not put more? Too much black? Or not enough? She goes, it's kind of funny, she kind of goes from old school, like 1980s punk, to a little bit emo. She goes to the emo side of things. And this was, I think I was getting ready to be done. Let's take a break. Oh, look at that. Look at the park. It's a very empty park. There's a person. Actually, did I say this? I was thinking that I might be done with the drawing. I took a second, I took a break. And I thought, no, there is more to be done. I can't just leave it like this. This isn't complete. What was I thinking? There's more to be done. Don't you think? You see it too, don't you? There's definitely more to be done. Got out that blue highlighter. Going with the neon colors. I think it's like a vaporwave or something. Vaporwave got that color scheme in my head. That neon the 90s revival. The 90s had a lot of neon. Now that the camera's closer to the page, you can see the pink a lot better. You can see everything a lot better. Why didn't I do this sooner? I'm gonna invent a time machine, go back in time to slap myself. I need to slap myself for a lot of things in the past. Oh, dude. Oh, no. I hope you don't need to slap yourself for a lot of things that happened in your past. Yeah, going back to the color is good. But now I'm not holding, the camera's not getting everything. Pay attention, me. Pay attention from the past. Stupid me. You know what I was trying to do with this drawing? I was thinking a lot about David Cho. Like, he just kind of just fucking does it. He just does stuff, you know? Just puts it down there. Doesn't need to plan it out. At least that's what it seems like. I was thinking about, it's funny, like, I like street art. I don't have the balls. I don't have the balls to do street art. You know, but I like the style where it's almost like half, it's like illustration. How do you put it? That's not what it is. Like, street art doesn't look like fine art, but it doesn't look like anything else, I guess. It's very rough. It's very, God, what is it called? I like that with the pink. And there I go. That's the emo hair. I'm giving her those weird stripes that girls used to have. I watched this channel called Modern Girls, and it's really a girl channel, YouTube channel, and she talks about women's, style. It's not just women's style, but she mostly, so she'll talk about style from movies and TV and all types of stuff. She did a thing about emo recently, about the emo style. That it might be some girls on TikTok are kind of bringing it back a little bit. Almost to the end. Really, me doing another 10 minutes on this was really good. It made it look really much better. It wasn't complete at all. Is this style of art is called low art? Is that what I'm trying to think of? There's like low art and high art. I don't have the patience for high art. like that portion. I like this little portion that I'm working on right now. It looks really cool. Okay, we're getting to the end. So I would just like to say thank you for watching my journey of art and sketchbook madness, blue zombie girl, lady, emo, punk, blue zombie, and I hope you've been doing well this last week. I hope you do well for this coming week. I hope life treats you awesome, and you deserve it. You deserve life to treat you awesome. I hope in the coming week you don't have a reason to, in the future, go back to yourself and then slap yourself for whatever happens. I hope I don't come up with things to slap myself over either. Thank you for watching my video. I love you. See you later.